Want to know exactly what milestones your 18-month-old should be hitting right now? Well, let's do a quick self-test together. Just look at your child and see if they meet these 3 core points. Because if they do, you can officially stop stressing, even if they are barely talking yet. So let's talk about the actual foundation, the physical building blocks. Because before the brain can, process complex words, the body has to be ready. We call this gross motor skills. And at 18 months, it's about clumsy independence. There should be walking steadily on their own, maybe even trying this little awkward run. They're holding onto the stairs, kicking a ball, or actually, wait, let me give you a better test. Can they bend down, pick up a toy, and stand right back up without totally wiping out? Or help you carry a tiny, light package from the door? Because here is the secret. That big body movement, it completely drives brain development. If this part is lagging, everything else, including speech, gets dragged down with it. Then we zoom in. Fine motor skills. You are looking for the pincer grasp. Can they pick up a little puff just using their thumb and pointer finger and drop it into a cup? Can they stack 2 or 3 blocks? Or, even just scribble wildly with a crayon? They might try to feed themselves with a spoon or drink from a cup and just spill it absolutely everywhere. And honestly, that is perfect. That mess is exactly what you want to see, because it means they have the desire to do it themselves. And that intention, that is the real milestone. Okay, so the body is moving. Now we look at how they connect with the world. This is where parents stress out about playdates. You see them ignoring other kids at the park and you think, is my toddler antisocial? They aren't. It's called parallel play, and it is completely normal. What you actually need to check is how they interact with you. Do they follow you around the house? Do they want to play peekaboo? And most importantly, will they copy you? Like, if you clap your hands? Actually, wait, try this today. Just randomly squat down in front of them. Do they try to squat too? Because that physical imitation is the exact same brain pathway they need to imitate words later. And then we look at their toys. Are they doing cause and effect stuff, like throwing a ball in a basket, watching it drop, and doing it again? But the absolute goldmine is pretend play. Georgia is right at this age right now, and yesterday she picked up this, I think it was a plastic Lego block. She held it up to her ear and just started babbling into it like a phone. That wasn't just cute. That was her imagination and her cognitive awareness finally locking into place. And finally, the one thing that keeps us all up at night: language. This is where we fall right into that horrible comparison trap. Frank used to hear our friends' toddlers stringing sentences together, and he'd ask, "Wait, should we get her evaluated?" I had to remind him, look at what she understands. Because receptive language, that is so much more important right now than expressive language. Can they follow a simple one-step direction? Like throw this in the trash? Or actually just go get your cup? If you point to the family dog, do they look? Do they bring you their favorite toy just to show it to you? If they recognize everyday objects, their cognitive foundation is absolutely solid. So please, stop stressing about them reciting poems or singing songs. For an 18-month-old, 10 simple words. If they have about 10 words they say on their own, they are completely fine. So here is my biggest piece of advice for you today. Stop staring at their mouth waiting for words. Look at the first 4 things instead: movement, fine motor, play, and social connection. If those 4 are hitting the mark, they are just a late talker. Take a breath and be patient. But if you look at those 4 areas and they are truly lagging behind, don't ignore it, and please do not feel guilty. Just start looking into early intervention. because the earlier we step in, the easier it is for them. You are doing a wonderful job. I'll see you in the next one.